Darling, I see your profile picture. You're so beautiful. It started with a notification. A small, simple alert on my phone. Her name lighting up my screen. I wasn't expecting it. I wasn't waiting for it. But the moment I saw it, my heart skipped a beat. Because for the longest time, I thought we were done. Yet here she was, pulling me back in, with just one picture. I clicked on it, my fingers moving before my mind could catch up. And then I saw her, a new profile picture. A soft smile, lips slightly parted like she had just laughed. Eyes glowing in a way I hadn't seen before. She looked happy. She looked different. She looked like a version of herself I had never known. And in that moment something inside me twisted. A mix of longing, regret, and something I didn't want to admit. Because I had spent so much time trying to forget her. Seeing her face again brought it all back. The late night talks, the way she'd rest her head on my shoulder when she was tired, the way she used to look at me like I was the only person in the world. And for a moment I let myself wonder, does she still think about me too? Does she still remember the way I used to trace circles on the back of her hand when we sat together? Does she still hear my voice in the quiet moments of her day? Does she still miss me the way I suddenly desperately missed her? Or has she moved on completely? But now I couldn't stop looking. I stared at my screen, my fingers hovering over the keyboard. Darling, I see your profile picture. You're so beautiful. The words felt right, but did I have the right to say them? After everything, after the silence, the distance, the time apart, would she even care? Would she even reply? I hesitated. I typed, then deleted it. Because some things are better left unsaid. Still, a thought lingered in the back of my mind. What if she had posted it for me to see? What if she was waiting, just like I was waiting? What if this wasn't just another picture, but a silent invitation? A way to say, I'm still here. I still think about you. Maybe, just maybe, we're not over yet. And just like that, I realized I wasn't ready to let her go. Not yet. So I took a deep breath, and I started typing again. My hands hovered over the keyboard, my heart pounding harder than it should. I had typed the words, darling, I see your profile picture. You're so beautiful. And then I pressed send. No turning back. No deleting it. No pretending it never happened. Now, all I could do was wait. Seconds passed, then minutes. I stared at my phone like it held the answers to the universe, my stomach twisting with a mix of hope and regret. Had I made a mistake? Had she moved on, leaving me behind as just another memory? Was she even going to reply? I told myself to put my phone down, to walk away, to stop overthinking. But then the screen lit up, a message from her. I opened it faster than I'd like to admit, my pulse racing. But instead of a warm response, instead of the words I had secretly hoped for, she sent something else. A simple teasing message. Oh, now you notice. I blinked. I reread the words, my heart dropping and rising at the same time. It wasn't a rejection. It wasn't exactly welcoming, either. It was a test. She wanted to know why. Why now? Why, after all this time, was I suddenly noticing her again? And honestly, I wasn't sure I had a good answer. I could lie. I could play it off. Say it was just a casual compliment. Act like I wasn't feeling something deeper. But that wasn't what she wanted. She wanted the truth. And the truth. I never stopped noticing her. I never stopped thinking about her. I never stopped wanting her. So I swallowed my pride and typed my reply. I never stopped noticing. I just never knew if you wanted me to say it. I hesitated for only a second. Then I hit send. Because sometimes you only get one more chance. And I wasn't about to waste mine. The moment I hit send, my heart wouldn't stop racing. I had finally said it. I never stopped noticing. I just never knew if you wanted me to say it. It wasn't just a compliment. It wasn't just a flirtation. It was the truth. And now she had seen it, read it, and yet she didn't reply. Minutes passed, then an hour. Still nothing. I checked my phone more times than I'd like to admit, watching the screen like I could will her to respond. Had I gone too far? Had she already made up her mind about me? Was she sitting there laughing at my message, shaking her head, thinking, too little, too late? I hated feeling like this, like I was the one chasing, like I had just put my heart in someone else's hands without knowing if she would hold on to it or let it drop. But then, a notification, her name, her words made me stop breathing. You should have said it a long time ago. That was it. No emoji, no explanation, just that one simple sentence. And it was enough to tell me everything. Regret hit me like a storm. She wasn't mad. She wasn't ignoring me. She was hurt. Because maybe, just maybe, she had been waiting all along, waiting for me to notice her the way she noticed me. Waiting for me to say the words I had been too afraid to say. Waiting for me to stop wasting time and just choose her. And I never did, until now. But was it too late? One last chance. I could have walked away. I could have let it go, told myself that some things just aren't meant to be, that I should have spoken sooner. But I didn't. Because when you realize you've been given one last chance, you take it. So I typed my response carefully, not rushed, not casual. This time I was all in. I should have, but I won't make that mistake again. I pressed send, and this time I was ready for whatever happened next. In the digital age, where connections often begin with a swipe or a click, I found myself captivated by a profile picture that seemed to glow with warmth and beauty. It was a simple image, yet it spoke volumes. The way she smiled made my heart skip a beat. It felt like I was looking into a window of her soul. I was drawn to her light, and I couldn't help but feel that I needed to know more about her. As I scrolled through her profile, I discovered shared interests that sparked my curiosity. We both loved hiking, trying out new cuisines, and had an affinity for late-night stargazing. I felt an undeniable connection, and I couldn't resist the urge to reach out. Crafting a message was nerve-wracking. What if she didn't respond? What if she didn't feel the same spark? After a moment of hesitation, I typed, "Darling, I see your profile picture. You're so beautiful. I would love to get to know you better." To my surprise, she responded almost instantly. Her reply was filled with warmth and kindness. "Thank you. That's really sweet of you to say. I appreciate it. What do you enjoy doing in your free time?" Our conversation flowed effortlessly, as if we were old friends reconnecting after years apart. The chemistry was undeniable, and every exchanged message drew me closer to her. Over the next few days, we continued to chat, sharing stories about our lives and dreams. I learned about her passion for painting, and how it allowed her to express herself in ways words couldn't. I shared my love for photography, explaining how I found beauty in everyday moments. With each message, I saw her beauty transcending the image on her profile. She was not just a pretty face, she had depth, intelligence, and a vibrant spirit that captivated me even more. Finally, after days of chatting, we decided to meet in person. I suggested a local cafe that boasted an artsy vibe, perfect for getting to know each other better. On the day of our meeting, my heart raced with excitement and a hint of nervousness. What if the connection we shared online didn't translate into the real world? I saw her right away when I got to the cafe, with a sense of suspense. She was looking around the room while seated at a corner table. Her face lit up with a smile as soon as our eyes locked, and I immediately felt warm. As I got closer, I could see how stunning she appeared in person, her grace, her laughing, and her demeanor. Her brilliance was far more than the picture I had seen on her profile. We laughed, told stories, and learned more about one another in an easygoing talk. I sensed our relationship getting closer with each word. We discussed everything from our worries to our dreams. We felt as though we were piecing together our lives, one moment at a time, thread by thread. I became aware of how lucky I was to have contacted her as the evening sun started to set, bathing us in a golden glow. The remarkable person she was on the inside was simply reflected in the beauty I had seen in her profile picture. I knew by the end of our first date that we were embarking on a wonderful journey together. We proceeded to investigate this connection and delve further into one another's worlds in the days that followed. Every moment, from impromptu road trips to peaceful evenings in, seemed unique. The idea of how a straightforward profile photo had brought me someone who made my life better in ways I could never have predicted frequently made me smile. And so as I look back, I realize that sometimes all it takes is a heartfelt message to change the course of your life. Darling, I see your profile picture, you're so beautiful, became the catalyst for a relationship that was destined to blossom into something truly extraordinary.